Good day everyone! Today, we will be discussing all about comets and where did it came from. Let's go! Born in the dark outer ranges of our solar system, comets are lonely wanderers. For thousands of years, comets had drawn the attention of philosophers and astronomers. Many ancient people from cultures all over the world believed that comets were a sign of either a good fortune or disaster. Comets were thought to be a fiery balls or hairy stars traveling through the upper atmosphere. The word comet comes from a Greek word meaning wearing long hair, referring to their long, bright tails. It was Isaac Newton who described comets as solid bodies with thin tails of vapor heated by the sun. Comets are similar to asteroids, but unlike asteroids which are mostly rock in the middle with a small amount of ice, comets are made up of ice, dust, and frozen gases. Because of this, comets are often called dirty snowballs. While out in deep space, they are unremarkable lumps of ice and rock, but as they enter the inner solar system and come closer to the sun, they begin to heat up. The comet's ice begins to sublimate or turn directly into gas. This gas creates a cloud around the comet, making it seem fuzzy. There are three main parts of a comet: the nucleus or solid central structure made of rock, dust, and ice, the coma or dust and gas forming a thin atmosphere around the nucleus, and the tails. Comets generally have two different tails. One is made of gases, the other is made of dust. These two tails usually points on different direction. The gas tail is blown directly away from the sun by the solar wind. No matter which way the comet is traveling, this gas tail will be pointing away from the sun. The second tail is made of the dust released by the comet. The dust tail usually points back along the comet's path. A comet's tail may stretch as far as 6 million miles or 10 million kilometers long. The orbit of a comet is usually elliptical or oval in shape and may have traveled few years or many as millions of years. Comets may be classified by the length of their orbits. Periodic or short period comets are comets that orbit the sun in less than 200 years. Comets with orbit of 200 years to 1,000 years in length were called long-term comets, and comets that take more than 1,000 years to orbit the sun are called near-parabolic comets. Some comets, called hyperbolic comets, pass by only once and then exit the solar system. Comets that pass extremely close to the sun are called sun-grazing comets. Some large sun grazers survive to go around the sun over and over again. Other comets travel so close to the sun that they evaporate and break into fragments. Comets are believed to come from two places on the outskirts of the solar system: the Kuiper Belt, a region past Neptune filled with asteroid, dwarf planet, comets, and more, and the Oort cloud, a sphere of icy leftovers from the creation of solar system nearly a light year away from the sun. Scientists believe that short-period comet comes from the Kuiper Belt and the long-period comets comes from the Oort cloud. Because of these comets are made of ancient material and come from so far away, astronomers love to study them as they come near. In the past, comets could only be studied through ground-based telescope, but over the last 30 years, spacecraft and probes had been used to visit and observe comets. In 2014, the European Space Agency Rosada space probe successfully landed on the surface of a comet, the first time that this had ever been accomplished. Still, even seen from Earth, comets can be spectacular to behold. Probably the most famous comet in history is Halley's Comet. Halley's Comet is named after Edmund Halley, who realized that the three bright comets seen in 1631, 1607, and 1682 were actually the same comet returning over and over, and successfully predicted that it would be seen again in 1759. Halley's Comets comes back every 75 years and last appeared in 1986, meaning it won't return until 2061. If you see something that looks like a fuzzy star with a trailing tail that is visible in 3 nights in a row, you're probably looking at a comet. And that concludes our discussion for today. I hope you enjoy about comets. Goodbye.